Hi, this is Ernie RIDEOUT, and I'm talking in about 2005 in the month of May, and I'm going to show you a few pictures of boats that I have had in the past and tell you a little bit about the conditions of sailing in the grand old days of wood boats and no harbors to get into. My dad joined the Santa Cruz Yacht Club in 1930, and the next photograph will show you the type of little boat that the Santa Cruz Yacht Club owned. They owned two of these, the Jack and Jill, and we had the use of them in Santa Cruz in 1930. Okay. This is either the Jack or Jill, and in the background I believe you can see the Santa Cruz pleasure pier that used to suck the water out of the ocean and put it in the plunge. This is about 1930, the year that my dad joined the yacht club and we became junior members. Now this is two boats where the entire fleet of the Santa Cruz Yacht Club at that time. We're wintering in 1934 in the Palo Alto Yacht Harbor. Remember, there were no harbor in Santa Cruz, no harbor in Monterey, no harbor in Moss Landing, and no harbor in Half Moon Bay. So in the winter season we had to get out and get into protected waters. So we're going to winter in Palo Alto. After a hard sail up the coast, we're drying out. You can see things draped over the boom in both little boats. The little Pacina on the right is 18 feet long, and she was built in 1890 as a crab fisherman, lateen rigged, and now she's a little sloop, and we bought her in 1933 and sailed her down the coast to Santa Cruz for the 1934 regatta, and now we're back in Palo Alto. The Pathfinder I was crewing on in 1932, 33, and now we have the RIDEOUT boat, and you'll see the next picture of the little Pacina. There'll be several pictures here to show you her little 18-foot size. We had no motor, and lots of adventures. Here's Pacina on if you look at those sails and all, you'll wonder what made her go, but she could go pretty fast. She had a nice flaring bow that spread the water, and she could slide down big waves. At Davenport, just beyond Davenport, around Sand Hill in 1934, we're going down 15-foot waves, and we could not jibe. We're headed toward Monterey, and we've got to get over to port, so we had to do a chicken jibe and round up, and she managed it okay and flopped over onto the port tack, and then we went on into Santa Cruz after a 38-hour trip. Here she is, as you could see, the little keel, which didn't draw very much. She only had 250 pounds of lead. Looks like a little miniature Moore 24. Sliding hatch on top, watertight cockpit, and very lightly ballasted. And you'll notice the flare in the bow, and could go like the devil downwind. This is the old Santa Cruz buoy, the whistling buoy. Often people call it the mile buoy, but it's a little greater than a mile out there, but it marks a spot in the 10 fathom line, and this is the way it used to look in the old days.